Hello, hello, welcome to a new update. Today is a bit more focused on combat. So here you can see a battle test scene that I've made up to make it easier to both balance and help me test the simulation, really. So I've added a way to quickly set up a test army. So here you have like 10 spearmen and 5 archers on one side and 10 spearmen on 5 archers on the other side. The unit models are animated, but they still look the same. It's because I haven't made unit models for this faction, so I'm using just different flags for now. But yeah, currently you're able to take the simulation. So the armies will move closer to each other. Then they'll line up. And then they will kill each other instantly. The reason this happens is because they have equal stats and they both attack at the same time. And they start at equal distance as well. Even though that shouldn't take much of a factor as long as they are in the same positions, technically. I do tend to add a bit more randomness, for example, and as you can see, ranged units do go into melee, and that shouldn't happen, right? Yeah, so things that are missing hit chances and a bit of like an armor system to like miss attacks, which I kind of want to add. But yeah, this is the current battle simulation, the most simple thing that you can imagine. Now, I intend for this simulation to run, since this is a real-time game, even though it kind of feels like it's turn-based, but this simulation happens as the hours within a day will happen, right? I still haven't figured out how many hours equals a tick in the combat simulation, but as you can see, as time passes by, those ticks will be happening underneath the hood. So when an army is engaging another on a province, that is my intention. There will be a simulation that is happening, and you can always open up a scene, which I intend to essentially become the massive UI panel, and you'll be able to query the status of the current battle, right? The thing that I need to add is currently you can start battles and the simulation happens, but armies can leave battles very easily. So for example, as you can see, there is a battle here. But for example, I can exit out of the battle very easily. I need to stop that happening because, you know, when these big battles happen and the simulation is happening, you can't just like retreat instantaneously. So yeah, so I need to fix that. But yeah, this is, as you can see, like there's a battle happening between these two armies, and the underlying simulation is happening underneath, essentially. So yeah, so that's the first thing. The second thing that I've added was, let me just create another army. Is another recruitment and construction panel. Well, the recruitment panel was already there, but the construction panel wasn't. So you now have the ability to build cities. And yeah, those new cities can build more armies. And all of that costs gold, right? And you can now recruit more units on all those armies, which increase the upkeep costs, as you can see in the top. So yeah, so this is the current status of the latest update. Yeah, I think my next priority will be working on the battle UI and the building of buildings, because currently you can always, cities only have starting buildings, but I haven't added that UI yet. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and see you next time.